gear only costs you so much. Like me, his tech suit can cost me up to 50K. Tech suit is just the shorts they wear to swim.
To go to the swimming pool.
Not to go to compete, because it has to be World Aquatics approved.
Wow.
And in the tournament, you're not paying one flat fee. You have to pay per swim, per entry. It's not easy waking up for that.
I know finding you on a Saturday was not,
It's not
easy.
easy. So I've had to arrange my finances to ensure that this kid needs it. I'm not the obstacle.
This episode is especially for millennials who are balancing a lot of things that have to do with their own breaking limits in their own life.
I prayed way more. Now, Mbanga, every time I'm just here, God, please. You know, when you win and when you see one of your club mates is struggling, they usually are able to, to support, to, give encouragement and stuff like that. And then courage to face the fears, and confidence to know that you are enough.
Welcome back, guys. This is another episode of Successful Fuck Ups, and today we have an amazing guest. Now, let me start from here. I don't know whether any one of you has watched King Richard, the film. And it's a movie about Serena and Venus Williams' dad, and it's played by Will Smith. And if you're in any doubt, that's the one that led to some Grammys that created some situation about slaps. But the whole story about it was about a dad who had to bet on his daughter's career and talents.
And in himself as well.
And when you step outside of that and you come into the real world now, there are a lot of us who are doing the same thing. And our guest today is doing exactly that, but out of Nairobi. Not only is she a working mom, she is also raising an amazing talent in swimming. She'll get to talk about that a little bit more. But this episode is especially for you if you're thinking, how do we balance a lot of and especially for millennials, who are balancing a lot of things that have to do with their own breaking limits in their own life, but also breaking limits for the people that are dependents for them, and also thinking about the future. So without saying too much, today we are joined by none other than Maureen Kambona. Yay! And Maureen is not a new face. She's, from a work point of view, if you go to her LinkedIn, I don't want to say the wrong designation, but you're the head of marketing for HMD.
Yeah, for region, West, East, Central Africa.
Nilikuwa nimesahau hiyo ya West, East and Central
Africa.
For
HMD, which is human mobile
so she's
device.
a boss babe, msimuone tu hivyo. Ni Saturday ame dress down, but yes, she's a boss babe by herself. And of course, I'm joined by the usual suspects. Today, one is Alon Mwangi. Alon is one of those people whose name doesn't get pronounced in the right way. Past Kamakis. Going upwards. Inaletanga shida. People are like Aaron. But yes, Alon it is. So karibu sana Maureen.
Thank you.
Welcome to our show. And for those of us who are wondering where are we are at our new digs. This is Work Style Africa. And if you're looking for a place where you can come either as a solopreneur or even as a team, this is one of those places where you can it's a plug and play. You just come, set up, and it's an amazing space. And they have two locations that are beautiful. One is at the address here on Wayaki Way, and the others is on First Parklands Avenue. Yes, and that's the one.
And one other one coming up very soon.
Yeah, and one other one coming up very soon. So their details are at the bottom. But let's get to the show, right? Karibu sana Maureen.
Asante.
I feel like I need to start with some dad jokes. You know,
let's see how good. Maybe I might know one
some
or two.
puns, because I know you like puns.
Yeah, I do.
You might. Do I read them out for you?
Please go ahead.
You know, I'm a new dad, so I have to. That's the part you say, oh, when?
Oh, congrats.
No. I'm not a new dad. She's 7. I just found out about her last week. But I don't know whether that makes me a new dad. But anyway. All right. So let me start with one. These ones were very funny in my head. So okay. I hope they are dope. Right. Delivery is a part of this, eh?
Okay.
I have to.
So it's listen to the words,
I
not
have
the voice.
Yes, I have to slow it down. So here's the first one. So, why can't you give Elsa a balloon?
Oh, I don't know.
Because she'll let it go, let it go.
Okay.
Yeah, that one is funny.
Good
right?
one. Okay.
What do you call fake spaghetti?
I know this one. Oh, man. Okay, what is it?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Impasta.
Yeah, impasta. Yeah, that's a good one.
See, I'm getting it. Do I have another one? Parallel lines have so much in common.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame they'll never meet. Is that a real laugh? Though?
That's a good one.
It's
a shame they'll never meet.
A good one. Anyway, let's jump straight into it. So I think as part of the background, I think the conversation here is multifaceted. There is you, the career person. There is you, the mom. There is you and your ambitions, and then there is you and the ambitions that you carry for others. And that's the conversation we want to have. And I think the first question I even wanted to ask is, first of all, did you watch that movie?
Which one?
King Richard.
Richard.
Yeah.
Yeah?
With my son, yeah.
Did you catch feelings after the situation?
A
Some
little
point.
bit.
A bit.
Yeah, a little bit. But I mean, it's good to see the struggles and the sacrifices that they both made, both the children and the parents. Of course, there's some things I think could have been done better. But at that point and at that space, most probably that was the best way to,
Yeah, and he was
deal
making
with
it
such
up
a
as he was
situation.
going.
Correct. Yeah.
Are
'Cause
there,
he was a
are there
professional.
moments that you feel like you relate with? Like in
Yes.
those, you just talk about it a little bit. Maybe like 3 or 4.
First of all, it's encouraging the kid. So my kid started swimming very early and started competing even earlier on. Like
How early is Ali?
Ali started swimming at 4 when he was 4 years. He learned how to swim when he was 4. And then he started competing when he was close to, his first competition was when he was turning 6. That's when we realized, and I was very scared and we were very fresh and we did not know anything. We did not know we should carry what snacks. We did not know we should carry. Let me tell you, if you see people going for swimming, it's like they're going for a whole picnic. They have like chairs, camping chairs, and they're kitambo. They bring even the barbecue there. You know, it's a whole thing. So us guys just came ourselves with his small snack in a small lunchbox and a Maasai blanket. Me, myself, and the coach.
Like the way you go
Coach
to
Noni.
blankets and wine.
Correct. No, even at least blankets unajaribu. You try. So, and when he did it and he was fast in his heat, and then he stood on the podium when he was 6, and he got that feeling and that rush. And we also saw the talent that he could actually, he's very competitive. That's when I think we both just decided this is where we are going. Yeah. And he really loved being on the podium. So when he loved being on the podium,
winning,
the winning part, since he loved that and he liked, you know, when you swim and tap and then you're the first and everybody's like cheering and everything and people are going, his name, you know. So I think he liked that. But more so the tapping and then turning and seeing that you're the first. For him, that is like the biggest wow for him. So that's why he competes. However, sometimes, because they're kids, and these are small kids, like I don't
At
know
the
what
time,
age.
even 6 years.
Yes. Alikuwa sijui ni toddler, I don't know what it was. Yeah? And you have to encourage him to go and enter the pool. He used to swim crying. Like sometimes, you know, they throw tantrums like, I don't want to. And it's like, you just cry and swim. The tears will just
They'll
mingle
mix.
with the water. Yeah, you'll be fine. And he'll cry the whole time he's training, but he will do it. But also it helps to have a really good coach and like coaches who actually understand and appreciate children. Because if you find coaches who are not the best, they're either mean or abusive, and they're there, it becomes, I'm just doing it because of mom. But if you find a coach who, my son even swims more for himself and the coach than for me. You know, he doesn't want to disappoint the coach, doesn't want to disappoint himself. And then me, I'm after. And I'm the one who has the resources. So.
The reason why this conversation is important is because, you know, as a country, we're always talking about talent and managing talent and so on. And then we sit on this one side where we want talent to crop up from somewhere.
And to nurture itself.
And to nurture itself.
Exactly.
On one side, we have our amazing athletes. To an extent, there is a community and culture created for them, and I know a lot of for them come from the police forces and so on and so forth. But the role of the parent right now in making sure that becomes a reality is really important. And I would imagine there are a lot of us who are raising kids, and we do, you see something, how do you know whether it's the thing or not? I like that you even started by saying that not all, it wasn't like a hunky-dory situation. There was tears
and fighting.
Because even as an adult, even when you try and do some workout regimes, there are times you don't want to do it. It's just that we are not allowed to cry in public.
No.
But it's there.
Push, yeah.
So I would imagine it's even worse for
a kid.
A child.
And also another thing is that first of all, you have to allow them to explore. My kid did ligi, ndogo, the football. My kid tried monkey-nastics. They're called monkey-nastics, gymnastics. My kid tried so many things, but he didn't like...
Monkey-nastics sounds like some terrible dating.
So he did football. He didn't like the contact that you're sweating and then you touch him. He didn't like that because he did not like... You're dirty and you're touching me. Why? And he got pissed and he cried and he was like, I am never coming back here. And he made it very clear he's not coming back. And then number 2, monkey-nastics was just like, this is I'm climbing ropes. This is not for me. Then when we entered, swimming actually was a necessity for him because he had respiratory issues. So my family has asthma on our side. So I tried to put him into swimming so that he can open up the lungs and not have too much respiratory issues. And that's when this was born and we moved with that. And another thing parents need to understand, yes, you can pay the money, you can pay the coaches, you can buy the gear, you can pay for the club or whatever it is, but the parent who also is active and present during that journey makes a whole lot of difference because of the support, the emotional support, the camaraderie, showing that even me, I'm there. At times when he started swimming at 5 a.m. in a cold pool, I had to enter the pool with him and we had to do the laps together so that he sees when he started, so that he sees that it's okay. And he started that when he was 8. So I had to enter imagine me.
5 a.m.
5. Cold pool. Listen, it was not heated. I had to enter the pool with him and do the bloody laps and all those things so that even he could feel he's not by himself. And then when the other kids started coming in at 5 a.m., now I could stop, so that's another thing. So you can already see the sacrifice. Another thing is that even eating healthy, he really changed how we ate at home. Yes, I mean, there's still junks and stuff, but you have to sacrifice. You have to lead by example.
Yeah. Before a tournament.
Correct. But even just food, you have to eat your vegetables. You have to eat. There was no, even me, I have to eat the vegetables. There's no I don't, no. We eat together. We eat like what is there and we eat healthy. And then also sleeping early. Let me tell you, by 8, I am I'm shutting down. And 4:30 I'm up. As in even on a regular day without alarm clocks or anything, even in a holiday.
Sunday.
4:30 a.m. I'm up. Just like this. Because why? It's something we are used to because he used to swim from Monday to whatever time. And then so you arrange your time. Like now I always tell people, like now he's doing camp outside. So I'm telling my pals, okay, I'm free. What are we doing? Where are we going? Where are we meeting? Most of the time I don't have time because weekends are not mine. Evenings sometimes are not mine because he has to train. He has a tournament. So I have to work around his schedule.
Okay.
So my life has become intertwined with his training or his schedule. Yeah. And you see, most parents can't. It's very hard for them.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
So on that theme of exploration, so there are usually like 2 schools of thought when it comes to talent nurturing. There's the Tiger Woods school of thought, where this kid at 3, you just know it's golf, and that's their life. Then there's the Roger Federer direction, which is let them explore, let them do football, tennis, all these different things until one sticks, and then now they focus on that. And the school of thought is that with the Tiger Woods direction, because it's focused, they'll become the best because that's it. But then on the Federer side, it's in the exploration, they learn all these different things that when they know focus, they build to them being better at this one thing. So from your experience so far, which school of thought will you subscribe to?
So I would go with, okay, so I'd go with both, and I'll tell you why. So the first one, the one for exploration, do it when they are very young. Because it's important for you to also understand that's when you're also learning your child. Because you observe and you figure out your child. Is introvert, extrovert, is he aggressive? What is he?
Team
left brain,
sports,
right brain,
individual
team,
thing.
individual. That's where now you figure it out because you're allowing them. However, don't also go allowing them everything, okay? Because then that it doesn't give you that direction as per Tiger Woods' experience. Yes. So you need to know when to say, okay, maybe 2 or 3 and let's do it. And then another thing is that another place where it can help you to do the exploration is in school. Because in schools, like my son's school, every term has a different sport you must play. He has played cricket, he has played tennis, he has played basketball, he has played football, he has done rugby. He's done all those things in school because it's a must. It's part of our education curriculum. So you must make sure every term, let him explore a different, let him explore. That will help you see what type of kid the child is as you go also. And this one can be done during the primary schools, middle school, and even high school. They can be able to, you can see where, what. And finally, why I think you should just now center at a certain point, depending on how your child, the character, the personality or how your child is, you also need to understand that there's some sports that complement some sports and there are some sports that mess up other sports.
Yeah.
I can tell you for free, my kid will never do for football or rugby because injuries mess swimming. Okay. Yeah. But swimming, if you're a golfer, you do swimming, you can become a very good golfer. Most golfers actually.
How about vice versa?
Not necessarily. Okay. The vice versa for swimming could be running, but running also you need to be careful because of the knees. But if you do like triathlon, perfect. Cycling, running is really good for swimming because it builds that endurance, the stamina, and so on. But now for golfing, if you swim, because of the swings and stuff, because your shoulders
hips.
And the hips, yes, it helps. So you see already, and that's another thing. And even tennis, if you swim, you can be very good at tennis. And if you do tennis, you can actually be very good at swimming. So those are the things I think also as a parent, and I didn't have to wake up and decide and know. I had to actually research. That's another thing.
I was going to ask you that.
Yes,
actually.
you must have you must be obsessed. You must immerse yourself and read and watch. And every time I have so many I follow so many sports channels and groups, and they're called posts, social media pages. I watch videos. I am here for World Aquatics. I'm here for Paralympics. I'm here for athletics. I'm here for all of them. I have to actually sit and watch and see. Like now, you can even tell me, I can tell you a streamline, like what is a good way to streamline? How do you do a tumble turn? I know all those terms because I've had to immerse myself into that to understand. You see, so I think it's both, but I think it's a degree of when.
Everything
that's
to
what
a
I think.
everything to a measure.
Yes, to a measure, yeah.
How do you know if you're pushing too hard?
The child hates the sport.
How
They
does
hated
the
it when
hate come out?
they were crying.
They didn't hate it. They just hated doing the moment, but they still loved the sport.
How do you know that they hate the sport?
Observe your child and have a relationship with
You
your
have
kid.
to
Can
have
you
a
parent? Parent your child. Parents, parent your child. Stop allowing teachers and coaches to parent for you. Stop.
Okay. And throwing the responsibility to school.
Correct. Like, my child is failing. I'm like, your child is in school from 8 to 5, right? You've given homework. The child comes back, hasn't done homework. I don't go sleeping with the kid. So me, when I come and ask you where's the child, you're asking me where the child has not done homework. So where does your responsibility come?
Where does it start? Yeah.
You know what I mean? So parents, please just parent you.
So don't delegate when it comes to parenting.
Delegate. Also, I know it's not easy, but be intentional. Just be intentional. Set times. Figure out, learn your child. So you will know if this child is actually just throwing a tantrum, if this child is actually just finding difficulty and thus is starting to want to hate or actually hates it. Yeah.
So now there's this part of work, which having known you've played different roles at different times. Right now at HMD, before There's what you did even at Capital at some point. I think at Carlsbad. Of those two elements, building brands and now the possible Olympic story. I've told you this for a long time because I will be at that Olympics where
From your
son
lips to
is
God's
at.
ears.
No, here we are
Which
manifesting.
one has tested you the most?
This one for the child.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why. Because, brands, you can predict, you can direct, and all those things. But for the child, he's human, eh? So he has will.
There's
He has
intuitive
free
being.
will.
Yes.
So sometimes
There are things that,
it might not go your way. And other things, sickness, could be exams. He also plays chess competitively. So that's also another thing that he has to.
Let me ask you, where did
Yes.
all of these things come from?
So
Is it you?
chess.
Is it your? Are you a competitive person?
Yes.
Is that where it came? Do you think that's where it fed from?
I don't know.
If yours was nurtured a little bit,
Yeah,
do you
I
think
could
you would have been?
not sports mainly, but mostly maybe arts and like music. I would have sports maybe yes, because I did play hockey when I was in high school until I got injured. Yeah, I'm competitive, but the dad is also very competitive as well. But
So it's
he's silently competitive. Mine is like
Yeah, yours is loud.
aggressively
Yours
competitive.
is loud.
But then also my brother also plays chess, and he's the one who actually introduced my kid when he was around. He wouldn't even speak properly. I think he was around 3. Had he turned 3? Or chess, because he's away. That's the only way they could bond. So they would do like online chess.
Ah,
So
okay.
he taught him a few things. Then after that, now I saw the interest when he was in kindergarten. We got into this school which had a club. It was chess and coding. So that was
In
awesome.
kindergarten.
Yes.
things have come a long way.
uko older, yeah.
Wewe ulikuwa unacheza na matope.
I mean, nilipata plasticine. So it was an innovation
Oh,
at the time.
I'm projecting. Ours, we were dumped.
Yeah.
We used to be dropped somewhere in a fish pond.
Yeah.
You collect clay.
And then
Una monda,
Una
and
mo-
then
yeah.
and then you make a silly thing like a gun.
Yeah,
like,
a gun.
What the hell?
or a pot. I don't know. Yeah.
And then yourself. The stupid part was I used to go to school by bus, and I'm not talking about a school bus.
I know what bus.
KBS.
KBS. Then you sit on the engine, the
Sasa,
hot
you
engine.
model something over the weekend and then go with it on Monday morning. Nah, it was not that. I know I don't look very old, but it was not this period where everyone was sitting. So
You stand.
mmesimama nyinyi wote and you're holding this clay thing. So it mondekas,
Yeah.
obviously. And then you arrive maybe at like 7:30. You go to the tap.
You start again.
You start modeling
Yeah, I
the thing. At
remember.
7 in the morning, kushika matope.
Imagine. And you're
then
dirty.
now, just for a guy to say, okay, done.
Done.
But let's get into, of course, this has not been a very smooth process. And in line with the spirit of the show, we like to talk about, we don't run away from fuck-ups of life. So is there a mistake or a fuck-up in life or at work or parenting that has taught you the most about self-belief? Because I think there has to be a great deal of that in what you're doing. Because you have transferred it into your child, at least as far as it is going. And I am hopeful for where it's going to turn out to, or what it's going to turn out to be. But what are those situations that have made you
Wow. Guy, ni mob.
mob?
So do I start the parenting side? Do I start
Yeah,
with
whichever. Take a pick.
So parenting side, I mean, there's no manual. Let nobody lie to you. There's no manual for parenting because you don't even know what type of child you'll get. I did not know what I was doing. I did not know I was going to raise an athlete. That was farthest from my mind. I just wanted to raise a boy who's healthy and doesn't have trauma. Healthy and doesn't have trauma and not at sharp in school, but can get
Okay.
by.
Enough.
You get? How I came to like wanting to achieve excellence and pushing him further and further, I think mostly is because I observed the kid. And I think many people used to be like, Maureen, you're too strict. Maureen, you're too... And I feel like sometimes maybe have I messed him up? Because he was on a schedule from the time he was removed from hospital. I'm a single mom. I co-parent, but I was raising him on my own. And I was working. So sleep schedule must be done. Everything has to be so that I can have
Organized.
the time to do whatever else I need to do. So I had to put him on a sleep schedule. Oh, Maureen, unatesa mtoto. Why can't you just let them be? You sleep when they are sleeping. You know, but they guys are very privileged when they're speaking such things. So I decided I'm going to put him on a schedule and we'll move like that. That's one. And I thought I would mess him up. But look, I did not know it was going to actually come to this where the scheduling has really helped. So that's one. Because I thought I was being too anal or too strict on him.
Or making him not be a child.
Correct.
Because that's what most people say.
Or even molding his personality instead of discovering what the personality is. But it seems like...
It worked out.
Correct.
Yeah.
We shall see further. But yeah, so far, so good.
So far, so good, yes.
Yeah, so that's one. Two, I did not do what I went to learn. I did not, my degree is not based on what it is I do now. And I really did love what I was reading, IR. I really loved it. But because of circumstances and life, I had to earn money quickly. And the passion that was in me in terms of events and all that stuff and marketing and stuff, that's what helped me earn money quickly.
Yeah.
And I just continued with that.
And I think you're also pretty organized. Like from my
Always on a
from
schedule.
the outset, I think you are in, let me not say maybe organized, or maybe you're intentional about things.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I think I've known Maureen for like 20 years. I don't think you have ever been a by chance person. You've always been, from what you come across today.
Thanks.
Yeah.
But it was
Huko ndani it's organized
it
chaos.
was for, so like marketing was a circumstance.
Okay.
It was never, I'm passionate, I want to do it, so therefore I'm going. It was just, I'm good at it.
But you look like if you put your mind to something, you'll do it.
I'll do it. So that's what I'm saying. Sometimes I wonder if I had gone the IR way and done the NGO bit or the foreign affairs or foreign policy stuff, where would I be? Sometimes I ask myself that question because it's still a passion. Even till now, in terms of news and stuff, I love listening to that and knowing that and all those things. But I think I thought I had messed up because I had to go this way. But imagine stuff I've learned also in IR, in psychology and stuff, has also helped me on this other side.
Yeah.
Gives you the edge.
It's given me an edge, exactly. So that is two. And then another one is sometimes I had to make decisions of having to leave jobs or even having to accept jobs with very small pay. And mostly because I used to choose passion over anything else.
So do you think that was
I think it was a fuck up first because there's really sort of...
was coming from scarcity or
It was
fear?
coming from both fear, scarcity, but the one that drove me the most to accept a job, even if the pay was not as good, was the passion that I felt for the brand. If I believed in that brand or service or project or whatever it is. So I would take it because that was the first thing I would think. Most people they say that you should look at the money first or something.
Yeah,
I mean, people have
profit
different...
over passion.
People, yes, profit over passion. Me, it's passion over profit. And I don't know, but right now I'm appreciating it because it speaks volume because it comes out of my work. And I am actually recognized because of my passion and in different spaces. And the places I've left, I still have so much network and so much goodwill and all that stuff. So I can easily go back if I wanted to, you know. So I didn't choose, because most people choose money, but maybe they go to organizations that maybe doesn't allow them to be themselves or doesn't support them personally or doesn't grow them or is toxic, you know, all those things.
Yeah.
So me, I am very lucky to have been in a space where passion overshadowed everything else. So that's cool. And I'm liking it because even till now, I still choose passion because I do get a few, you know, queries here and there. I shall call them
Suitors.
queries. I don't want to say suitors. But if I don't see that my personality or my values go with yours, I wouldn't pick it. And it's something that now I'm okay to say no to the money. I'm not saying guys.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm also looking at the money because I'm a parent. I also want to prosper.
Taking people for swimming competitions is not cheap.
Hey, let me tell you the budget just per
And
month.
as you're going, actually, like, can we jump into that one?
Yeah, we can.
Because I
Yeah.
know there's maybe a nice segue into that because you've just mentioned it. There's obviously a support structure that is supposed to be there in an ideal situation where you have maybe, I don't know whether they are swimming bodies. I can see from the look on your face.
There is, but hey, you're tukianza.
So it's you
Yeah,
as a parent to find these tournaments,
yeah.
take them, foot the bills for them.
So swimming is a very, very expensive sport. People let people lie to you. I think it's up there with the golfs and the equestrian, those things, motocross. It's up there because gear only costs you so much. Like me, his tech suit can cost me up to 50K. Tech suit is just the shorts they wear to swim.
To go to the swimming pool.
Not
or-
to go to compete because it has to be World Aquatics approved.
Wow.
It can cost you like 50. Even there's one which is around 70K.
Naona watu wa
But
production
sisi
hapo
tunaendanga kwa
wanafikiria
sales.
venye wanaendanga na ile kinyasa.
So you check out, you wait for sale, like a sale, and then you can get it for like 20K. One. And remember, you cannot have just one.
And he's swimming daily.
That is the tech suit. Now, jammers, you can get around 7Gs, 5Gs, 10Gs, they're about. And remember, he swims every
growing.
day. So you need to have like maybe minimum 3 so that on rotation. And remember, you have to replace it after every 3 months.
So he's growing, yeah.
Not only growing, but also wear and tear.
Ah.
Okay? That's that. And that's just the trunks. There are other things. The hand pads, the flippers, the goggles, the swim cap, the bag, the towels, parachuting.
What's
the
parachuting?
Parachute is it's a contraption that shows
Creates
resistance.
drag.
Yeah, drag. It creates drag. It's like a parachute. Creates drag, and then the kid swims.
Swims with it,
Yeah. Then there's coaching. There's coaching, the coach for swimming. And some even have more than one coach because of different things. Endurance, technique, starts and turns, and so on. So there's different types. And then there's land training, which we call the gym. There's that. Then you pay the pool. You pay for the swimming club. You have to pay for the swimming club to be part of a swimming club. Then that's how you enter tournaments and competitions. They don't allow individual entering. Don't. Then...
And these clubs are privately owned? Or?
Yes, privately owned.
Okay.
There's Kenya. There's none. So privately owned, which is good because also you have to choose now which club is good for your kid because there are some who can lead your kid astray.
Yeah.
Yes. Then there's that. Then there's the land trainer who is the coach. So I've gotten a really fantastic coach who's really good for triathletes, triathlon, track, rugby, and swimming, but mostly for junior people. Then remember, he has to go for physio because physiotherapy is important.
Yeah.
So he has to go and have those massages and stuff like that. And then he
How old is he, by the way?
he turned 14,
14.
In June.
When was the first massage you ever got?
It was
If you
20
can call
something.
it a massage.
20 something.
So
Kuna,
And mine is a massage. You can't call it physio.
yako ilikuwa
Mine is
massage.
massage.
Kuna wale watu wanakwanga, if you go to Ngong Hills, on one of the hills, there are some massages who finya people who have cramps.
They do that.
Yeah. On the 7th hill, I think, or the 6th.
Or they're there to do it.
Yes.
Permanently,
Oh,
because
yeah,
there are guys
I
who
saw.
cramp up
Yes, they
when
do.
when you're there.
When you're there.
I'm sure those are the only massages a few people have in big ages. Watch us be 14.
Imagine. And then
Go
there's
back
that. Then you have to pay for each and every tournament. And in the tournament, you're not paying one flat fee. You have to pay per swim, per entry. So, for example, if he does 50 fly, 100 fly, 200 fly, that's butterfly. Then he does 50 free, 100 free, 200 free, 400 free,
That's another
800
one.
free, 1500 free. How many are those? 9. Then he does 200 IM. Maybe he does 200 back or 50 back. Then he does 50 breast. Those are 12 swims. Each entry costs an amount. So you do times 12.
Okay.
So for example, if it costs 500 times 12, that's
Times
6
12.
Gs
for
There.
one tournament.
for one weekend.
Yeah, weekend.
But why do you think we are not, maybe as a country, not set up to support this?
Because I think swimming has never been taken seriously, and also because the bodies who are supposed to set it up are not serious.
But why?
They are selfish reasons. You're there for your own purpose, to benefit yourself, and therefore you don't do the right thing. And then I think also they don't understand the sport, or they don't take time to understand the sport. Kenya is more than athletics. Kenya is more than rugby.
And as
We
you
have
said,
fantastic tennis players. We have golf players who go for world junior tours. We have motocross kids who go for world activities. But it's because I think everybody is building in a silo, and we don't have this.
No collaboration.
We're supposed to have this, uniting factor where it's for all, and even promotes the private clubs and stuff like that. But we don't have that structure, and we don't have the facilities. So even as you have to pay for a pool, I've paid for enough clubs for my kid to be able to use the pool.
Yeah.
But then also the club itself, the swimming club, also you pay for where we swim, because we don't have spaces where you can own like a pool area and just do. So where we swim, which has a good 25 meter, 50 meter pool is one in Kenya,
yes.
in Kasarani. Anyway, so 25 meters. So that we have to pay. We have to pay the place as well every month. So you see.
It's a bit sad, I mean, considering the many years post-independence that we're having this conversation.
Yeah, and there are people who are actually who are supposed to be doing that.
And they're not.
I think sometime last year, because now tennis with this lady called Angela doing great things, we're starting to get these international tournaments here. And there's one that she was playing, and I can't remember what went wrong, but there's something very important that wasn't there. So the game had to be delayed for like it was supposed to be the morning, it was played in the afternoon. And wondering, we have the tennis association, all these people who should have figured these things out. What's not happening? And I really don't know. Maybe we do well in athletics because you can be good enough if you just start running.
I actually
Without
don't know. Is there a
effort.
reason? Is there support on that side?
Because we also have international support for athletics. So when they usually they're scouts who come and check out people and get these like potentials. And since there's that international body that is not governed by any local or anybody, it doesn't interfere much with them. And the fact that athletes can be able to go run for another place or individually as well. You don't have to be in a club for you to run.
Okay. Yeah.
So that also helps. But then also, it's been like that since time immemorial.
Yes.
It's a culture thing as well. And it's also gotten quite a bit of support on that. I'm not saying swimming doesn't have support. It does. We have a governing or an association. Yes, we do. However, we have a long way to go. We have a long, long way to go. Personally, I wish I could be able to even for the club itself, just do more. Our club is fantastic. We have parents who support their kids, and it's because I think you see monkey do. So you see this parent giving their all for the kid. You're like,
Let me do
even
this.
me, I need to do that. So that really helps. But I can tell you guys, we have a long way to go. The good thing about swimming is that we're already starting to be recognized by like potential sponsorships for colleges and schools and stuff like that.
Next, yeah.
And then also World Aquatics has taken note, and we actually are being included in so many other circuits and stuff. Like now, this year, we're going to hold an Africa-based, a continental championship here in Kenya in October. That's really cool for the junior team. That's a milestone. But we're hoping now, moving forward, we want to be just attending because of what we call universality. We want to attend because we actually have
intention.
Yes, the swimmers, and we can be able to do it and so on and so forth. So I still think there's hope. I think we have quite a way to go as long as we support. And parents just need to stop paying money and think everything is okay. Just be there and be present. Yeah.
What kind of, because obviously at the background of all of this is him. Does he understand all of these things? And maybe what do you maybe hope your son becomes as a result of all of this? What's beyond the medals, beyond the likes, what do you think is being
he's getting? First of all, he's very disciplined. The discipline that comes with sports is amazing. for kids, it's awesome. That's a good foundation for a child. Us guys, the people, garagarias who are outside, most of them are very entitled. The discipline that comes with hard work, where if you do hard work, it pays.
Yes.
That's one. Two, it's resilience, that you don't always win. And it's okay. So if you don't always win, how do you pick yourself up and try harder to win again or to win next time? So resilience is big. Three is camaraderie and compassion. Swimmers are very nice to each other. It's not a bad sport where you can abuse each other or anything. It's
trash talking.
correct. I mean, you can trash talk those ones of tupatane kwa pool. But when you win and when you see one of your club mates is struggling, they usually are able to, to support, to, give you encouragement and stuff like that, to help you. And really, that's really nice. And then courage to face the fears and confidence to know that you are enough and you're good. That for me also is very big. And then finally, of course, the health aspect where you must just be healthy. Look at where we are at now. I mean, people have stopped. We don't walk anymore. Remember, we used to walk
yes, a
to
lot.
everywhere. We used to play outside. We used to do this. But with the tech and people just have convenience. People don't do exercise physically anymore. They don't keep to health and all those things. So this is also helping him to learn how to be healthy, how to eat healthy, how to be fit, how to sleep well, and all those things. So that's really cool. And then finally, is he aware? He is aware to an extent he needs to be aware. Because also you need to protect these kids sometimes. Let them concentrate on, because it's their issue, but it's not their issue. So let them concentrate on what they need to do. Don't expose them too much, because also it brings bias. This biasness that, Nani's mom who's in the committee is doing this, we don't like her, or so just let them concentrate on swimming and that stuff. And so there's that. And then also swimming and chess has helped my kid to also in school. He's actually a very good performer. I'm surprised because I was a joker. So but maybe it's from I don't know. But he is very good performer. He's a top student because of what he wants to do. He wants to do engineering. And that's a thing that he knows there's life after swimming. Because swimming, also sports is very...
it has a short
period. Yeah, it has a window, exactly. So he knows he needs to get skills after that, then what, Do
you think the swimming experiences and chess, that whole thing around discipline and being intentional is what also is causing him to be good in school?
In this, 100%. There's always a correlation. So this thing for people saying, my kid is not swimming because they need to read for exams. Guys,
that was our
swimming
experience.
is a relaxing in fact, that's where they go remove their stress. And then they come and sleep very well. And then they go for the exam very fresh. It really helps. But also, kids are different. Let me just do the disclaimer. I'm not calling anybody out. I'm just saying kids are different.
How has it now changed you?
Again, discipline. Waking up. Guys, it's not easy waking up for that.
I know finding you on a Saturday was not
easy.
Considering the number of tournaments that happen.
And having to sit, let me tell you, you have to sit there from 6:30 in the morning up until 5 p.m. cheering, you'll do better. What was that?
You're
sit
the
here,
coach.
eat your fruits, no gadgets, a whole day. For 2 days, even 2 weekends, it's too much, guys. And then you're just there, kids are yelling, and it's just a lot. You need to come for one. So that has helped me to be
calm in the chaos.
Yes. And then number 2, patience. It helped me to have patience, because sometimes he gets frustrated because maybe he's not getting to where he needs to, or he's not doing what he needs to do. So I have to be that board for give yourself grace. And those are me.
Appreciate yourself, yes.
Correct. Calm down.
So even
you've
learned to do that yourself. I hope you do.
And I do it for myself also now.
Yeah.
But before, I could be like, you're both angry, you're both frustrated. It doesn't help, And then 3, resources. I have to plan ahead, because swimming, as you've heard, is not cheap.
It's not easy, yeah.
So I've had to arrange my finances to ensure that this kid needs it. I'm not the obstacle, that he always has if he's worked for it, he gets it. If he's not worked for it,
Yeah.
I always tell him, work for it, get it. Don't work. And I need to let him believe in that system where you work for it, you get it. You don't work for it, you don't get it.
Okay.
And then finally, it's the bond. Swimming is our thing, and it's become our thing. And learning about swimming, learning the terms. I can even tell you which is a good tumble turn. I can tell you if you've gone down too deep. I can tell you if your breaststroke is not, if your undulation is not proper. I mean, I can tell from outside. I can tell even when he's swimming, and I can see like he does 1500 meter freestyle. That's like how many 60 laps. It's a lot. So
1500 meters is what Kipyegon
Faith.
was doing, right?
60 laps like this. So you can look, and I can tell you by the 8th lap if he's going to reduce his time or not. Yeah. I can tell because I'm like, dude. And you do lap count. So you already know the splits. He has to make this time. Just like Faith. When she was doing the 4 minutes, you can
can
4?
tell.
It was 4 minutes,
Yeah,
yeah?
she was doing
You
for
could tell by the second one, you could tell if she was going to make it or not.
There's the sections broken
Correct.
down too.
Yeah, so there's that. And then what else? Oh, socialization. Because sometimes you meet parents, you meet different kids, walks of life and stuff like that. And this community, so swimming is a community. So we tend to take care of all the kids. So sometimes some kids, their parents are not there. So you're the one who gives them that emotional support. Or you discipline. Like, hey, dude, what did you
Don't do that, yeah.
Do not do that here.
And how do you
Go and
deal
do
with
it
that
outside.
discipline part of things?
What do you mean, deal?
The discipline and criticism.
So I was I think I still am. Like I really criticize, but nowadays I use my inner voice. Because now he's older and he comes and tells me, Coach and I have decided. Let me tell you, that was the worst thing. Because most of the time it used to be, I'm making the final decision. Now he says, Coach and I have decided this is this. I'm doing this is this. I'm like, dude, you can't do that. He's like, but Coach has said, we've decided. You just keep quiet. And then he swims. If he adds time, you know when to be like, what the hell was that? And you know when to be like, don't worry, you'll get it next time. You just have to assess that maturity, that emotional maturity has had to come real quick. And it's still coming. I'm not very good at it. So sometimes even the other parents are always like, Maureen,
calm down.
Wait, don't shut up, don't talk. We will talk to him. They're always telling
So
me
there's some partnership even at the parents.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you are now redesigning how Kenya probably discovers talent, and maybe even if it's to parents at home, what are or maybe in schools, what's a thing you would change? Maybe there are many, but well, maybe a thing.
Facilities. I think if we start off with having accessible and proper facilities for these talents, I think it'll give more encouragement for kids and even parents to do. Remember, like back in the day, used to have those social centers, and these social centers would have basketball courts. Remember?
Yes.
And you see, guys would
In
always
estates.
correct in estates. So if you have facilities, like you have accessible swimming pools that are of good height, and in those pools they have proper like coaches, where you don't have to necessarily join a club because that's a big commitment. Where you can even start off with basics. I think facilities for me is one, and we really cannot just have a 50-meter pool till today since independence. Come on.
And we are building other things.
Correct. Can we also, it's called empower other counties, empower other spaces for people to have. And then number 2 would be for schools. I think the sports curriculum needs to be taken a bit more seriously. I think they need to make the sports curriculum or the sports department more equipped in terms of the teachers who are not only in theory, but actually are coaches.
Yeah.
And then...
So does that mean like having a bigger... Because I think sometimes the vision is the problem. Because if you're calling it PE, where kids just go outside
Anything
and run
goes.
up and down. Then that one is just a free lesson where people are just doing some random things.
And I'm liking what the private schools are doing. So they do theory and then they do the sport. So the sport is chosen per term and then the theory. So the theory is PE. So there's nothing like that. You just run up and down and it's free lesson.
Yeah,
no?
as we used to go
So
do
there's
that.
theory where you need to understand why you're told a burpee is more effective than
A star jump.
A star jump, right? And you're even told to develop things
A
here and there.
burpee has nothing to do with belting.
I know.
Okay.
I know that doesn't have the E at the end.
Yeah. And then after that, now equip these coaches to actually have some equipment, basic stuff that they can be able to teach. And then the curriculum that actually also kind of gives you levels so that you graduate from it. And there's always a reward. So, as you said, a bigger vision with proper systems, I think. Yeah.
But who's supposed to do this? Let's give up on the government. Who's supposed to set this up?
You know, now the government is important because of mass. Because if I speak from my end, which is the X percent, the small percent, I'll be speaking unfairly. The government has to do something because this is their stuff. I can't wake up and decide to build a pool on the road there. I'll be in trouble, right? And even if I pay money to say, list this for me, the government has to be the one to build the pool as long as it's government owned, right? I mean, the same way in the Esto, if there's a pothole right outside your gate, you can't go and funga it. You can go to jail.
Yeah.
So they have to come and do it. You see, so
it's a policy thing then. Also.
There's a problem.
There goes your IR coming into play at least.
A policy.
Maybe you're the one who's coming to
guys.
solve some of these problems. But I do
Struggle
remember,
town.
I like your point on the social areas. Because I remember even growing up, there were some, you would know people in Buru are good at
Correct.
this. Or people in a certain
Langata
area
are good at this. You know.
And even depending on where the schools were, high schools, you would tell who, I think coming from those areas where Aquinas used to win all the basketball tournaments.
And then Mean Machine or Dagoretti used to win all the rugbies. Or is it Lenana?
Yeah, they win
and
all
we need
the,
to bring that back, by the
so
way.
I think there was that, and I don't know whether it still exists.
I wonder as well, because we had that, competitive edge where Senji was known for like hockey and maybe it was hockey and I think mostly hockey because we used to fight with Pangani and Precious Blood. Those were hockey like schools and Hillcrest. Okay. Then we go to this as for rugby. There was Saints, Makini, I think. There was Lenana, there was Patch. It was a whole rivalry. It was awesome, and that actually also builds character for the students outside of learning. I think that needs really to come back. It needs to come back very well.
Yeah.
So that even swimming, as much as us, yes, we were also known for swimming, but we didn't exploit much. But there are some people who were known for swimming. Like Nairobi Primary was known for swimming. LCVR was known for swimming, like really good swimming. Saints was known for swimming. Makini still known for swimming. So Aga Khan was known for swimming. So those things need to come up. And that actually will help develop those different talents. And then now from there is where now these bodies that are supposed to help, pick them up and also start inviting sponsors like us corporate people, colleges, all these people to come in and now gather talent and see how you can push them further through the sieve to like older. It's easier to high school. Let it not just end in high school. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in the parenting experience in nurturing this talent, is there anything that, based on your experience now, like your life experience has demystified, you thought this is what I should be doing, but through the journey, you're like, no, that's those people don't know what they are saying. Is there anything?
There are many. I told you, don't give schedules to child. This is a baby. Lies. A baby is like a...
Fuck, they work better
like
with
clay.
schedules.
Is like clay. You have to mold them. You build that foundation from there. That's number one. Number two, what was it? About kids, about exams and extracurricular and stuff like
Usicheze.
that. Do you go read, go read,
I heard
read.
that a lot.
Same. That's rubbish. I mean, or maybe it's not rubbish, Kai. Let me not say that.
It's
Sorry,
okay.
guys.
It's okay.
But I think it's just, if your kid, sometimes that's where they let off steam. That's where they relax. That's where they even remember things and they become more fresh. Because monotony, I don't think helps anything. It really just demotivates people. It's good to have separate things. And then, I'm not saying to be everywhere, but you don't have to stop something for you to just concentrate on exams. I'm sure you can do both. That's number 2. Number 3 is, this is a sensitive subject.
Well, yeah, because I guess it's subjective to
I don't
most
want
people.
to say, and then
No, we will.
We will just say it. It has never stopped you before.
that if you take your child to good schools, pay whatever they need to pay, money solves everything. That's bloody lies.
Yeah.
Be present. Your presence helps. You say, oh, I'm not a teacher, but you're a parent. I'm not a coach, but you're a parent. I'm not the nanny, but you're a parent. What does parent mean? Look it up. This is your offspring. May I call my child offspring sometimes? This is your offspring. And this offspring means is made from you. And this means this offspring can be like you. So who knows you better than you? You can help sometimes and see how you can develop this person. And that emotional bit, no man is an island. I think there's a song. So, no. Man
Yeah, there's that.
Jana ilikuwa reggae na.
I know. No one is an island. So this emotional beat, this part where you actually are just present, it really helps them. The cognitive, beat of the kid. It really helps them. So just be there. I know it can be hectic, travel a lot or you work a lot and stuff. But my cousin always says, and he's a doctor, my cousin always says, as long as you're not operating on somebody or somebody's life is an emergency, nothing is an emergency. Absolutely nothing. Because you can be able to set your time properly. And it takes sacrifice. So you just must do it. The same way you sacrifice for work. That's another thing for me. I sacrifice for work. I do this. I work. I can work late. I can wake up in the morning and take a 7 a.m. call. I can take a 10 p.m. call. I can go to another place, like travel to do this, that, and the other. If you can do all that for your work, why can't you do something as small as just at least even 30 minutes or 1 hour of your day with your kid? What's stopping that?
I think it's that intentionality thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So those are the ones. Is there anything else?
No, I wanted to, before we go there, I'll ask 2 questions. So one is, with the mom side of things, there's a lot that you've learned. And then there's your career. Is there anything that you are totally sure that you do in your career because you picked it up from this other side of life?
Yeah.
Something that changed over time, yeah.
Hey, first of all, I became very responsible. If Jimmy knows. Me, I used to be YOLO. I used to be guy living for the day. Vile itanipeleka. Where it takes me is where I end up. Then I got my child and I became very responsible. So for me, that's a great thing. I became more responsible. I became more intentional, streamlined. I became more religious. Is it spiritual? I don't know what you call them.
I think it's spiritual.
Correct. That one.
Yeah.
I prayed way more. Now, Mbanga, every time I'm just here, God, please. I became more calm. I'm calm and I don't want my reputation. I'm very clear about my brand as not only me but as a mom, because I don't want my child to open socials and then see and then
Yeah.
and then
Then all the trauma comes in.
correct.
The thing you are
Trauma
running
and
away from.
etc. I don't want to embarrass my kid. I know people say, oh, but you're the... No, I don't want to embarrass my child because these things can take a weird turn and he can be ostracized, he can be bullied, can be laughed at. He can be embarrassed just himself because of actions we do as parents. So we need to be very careful about that. We are answerable not only to God, but also to our kids. As the same way they're answerable to us. Okay? So that also made me very... And then I became very clean. I'm not saying I wasn't clean.
You talk about roho safi.
Not roho safi. I became very... I think it even reached a point where it's like... But I've had OCD for a while. But yeah, like I'm...
Went on overdrive.
Yes. Because of, surfaces and you need to... This has to be here. This has to be there, like that. And then I became more roho safi. Like...
That one is still out.
It's still out for jury's still out.
That one is still out.
No, but I think I've become better. I was very blunt, badly. Like I'm like, see, I'm just telling you the truth. Why are you catching? See, I just tell you what I'm not saying badly. I'm just saying. And then now I'm a bit. I choose when to and where to and how to do it. I'm trying.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like the common thread there is you are more intentional with almost everything.
Everything. Exactly.
Okay. Now, before we go to the rapid fire question, so let's assume your life was a movie, yeah, or is a movie. Let's assume it's a movie.
Not King Richard.
Not necessarily King Richard. But see how sometimes you're watching a movie, okay, like a horror film. Like you as the audience, like that person will be killed if they open that door. So you're like, don't open that door. Or if it's like a rom-com, and this person has been going for this chick, and you're like, this was your sign to kiss her. Okay? As the audience, you can see, but obviously the person isn't seeing. So if we were watching a movie of your life at this point, and we are the audience, what will we be thinking that you should do this? And what is stopping you from doing that?
Take more risks. Jump off a building. No, but take more risks. I think I'm too
calculated.
Cautious. I'm too calculated and cautious. Even in this, I'm trying to think of
is it too
things,
sensitive?
do's and don'ts. Yeah. I think take more risks, especially with me and my life and my career. I feel like I've been taking risks that are calculated instead of sometimes just saying,
let's see how it goes.
Kinda, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I feel like sometimes I missed out in a couple of things by not taking the risk at that time.
You didn't swim when crying.
Yes. You're just swimming when raining and crying.
Yeah.
Zote.
As yourself.
Correct. So sometimes I tend to dip my toe in the pool and I'm like, no,
Too
the
cold.
temperature is too, and I sit out. I've chickened out of a lot of things because of being scared of what if this affects me, and in the end affects my kid. It's always been that. It affects me, then it affects him. But then also, so maybe I've taken the journey longer, as in it's become a longer path for me or a longer lesson. But instead of when I could have taken the risk, it would have been quick.
Not
and
this,
we're
but
going to
this.
correct. Yeah. So those ones,
Okay.
So that is my issue. But the rest, I think I'm very okay. If I do say so
If you do
myself.
say so. But this conversation is important, and why we wanted to have it is because it's not just the context of swimming. There's so many things. There are people who are raising musicians. There are people who are raising, and we, even in a world that's evolving and changing every day, there's so much that we are sitting on. And while we are doing life, we may be forgetting about the consequence of time. Like, how does it evolve in the next people? I've always told people, and a lot of times even in this show, we are not physical freedom fighters. We are, I think, economic freedom fighters.
Mental.
We are mental freedom fighters. All those limitations. Who the hell knows why should we not have an Olympian in swimming? Why should we not? Why does it always have to be restricted to the and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I mean, running is great. Why don't we have, or where are they going to come from? And I think parenting isn't just an individual by offspring. I think you could be an uncle to someone.
It's true.
You could be a friend to your friend's child. There are things you could do, like the way you're saying your brother was playing chess with your
Kid,
son.
before he now.
There are things that we all have a responsibility for, and I think the earlier we are doing these things now,
better.
because we know, the better. We started nurturing. Nowadays, we see globally, Akina LeBron be having deals at 17.
Correct.
Why is it that? And we learned the thing of time. When by the time we were doing these things, I was good at football. I was good at swimming myself. I was one of those Nairobi primary kids.
See?
But now, after a while, you don't do anything with it.
It's true.
And then it's too late. And then now you are doing serious things, apparently.
You're adulting.
And I think that's why this conversation
Was important.
is important.
I just would want to say also that don't sit there and be like, "Mi sikuwa najua." You know, I didn't know.
Yes.
You have to actually go out there and
Be
know
involved.
things and get involved and research and figure it out. You'll be so surprised how many people will come and build that support system alongside you and your athlete or you and your work. And case in point is me is and my kid, I was about to say his name, but my kid is not only dependent on me and his coaches. He has other people who are also athletes, who are my friends. I came out and said, "Oh, Nani is an athlete." An athlete, by the way, a proper one. Let me hook him up and see. I got another friend who hooked me up to one of the Danfords, and when my kid was young, and he spoke to him, and you should have seen light and how my son was like, "Oh my God," and I will do this, and so that was really cool. And it just took me to ask a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend, and then that happened. I know most of us are not that connected, but you might be very surprised.
Whatever you
6
do,
degrees.
Correct. And then on this other side, on engineering, I have a friend who is an engineer, a practicing mechanical engineer. And I was like, "Yo, chick, this dude, you need to tell him how hard this thing is and tell him this, that, and the other." And they have that conversation. It has nothing to do with me because I don't know. Listen, I do not know these things.
you can't know everything.
Correct. But they will have that conversation. They will have the conversation. He'll be told this, that, or this, do that, make sure this, make sure that. And just frame of mind, let me tell you, unlocking that frame of mind is so important because mind, they say mind over matter for a reason.
Exposure.
Yes. And mind actually controls everything, even your body. Even your body, you're feeling is going to die. But if your mind says, no, you can continue, do you know you can? So you need that. You need that community. I started researching, okay, so what nutrients does he need? Where do I get these swimsuits? Because they are not here in Kenya. Where do I get them? How do I bring them in? In terms of what else can he do? Stretching, yoga is good. Where am I getting a yoga class or studio that allows kids? You have to actually look for these things here and there. And if you show interest, whether your athlete or whoever it is, will also show the same interest. Do you know us guys sometimes sit and just watch swimming videos and we analyze how this one has, has taken a dive. What is that? Spring time. I don't even know what it's called. This is sub 62 seconds. That's bad. Mommy, it needs to be this. We actually have technical discussions.
Yeah.
Correct. Technical discussions around it. When we're watching Faith running, we already like this. I mean, we're already seeing, we're not even seeing her. We're seeing what's around her.
The data.
Correct. And we're seeing what's around her and collecting and seeing this will be this will be that. Oh my God, he should. Oh, she did. Okay. You can even tell when somebody, like even when somebody's swimming, you can already tell, huyu amechoka or this one is struggling, So it's important for you as the adult or the brother or the uncle or whoever it is that is in a position to be or to do, it's good for you to also just take that initiative and take that step because you don't know what it can do to that young athlete or that young talent, that musician. If you know somebody who knows how to play music or somebody who knows polycarp, do you know how exciting that would be for that kid to just have just 1 hour, just fiddling on those strings.
Go to a studio.
Correct. And just having just a vibing session. You don't know what it can do because, but the sad thing is that I think as Kenyans, I don't know where we've gotten this thing for shortcuts. We always want something short.
We want
like
deals.
quickly, and you don't know what it took for Polycarp to get to where he is. You don't know what it took for Kipchoge to get to where he is. You have to learn the sacrifices and those things. And then you appreciate, and then now you put in the work. Yeah.
I like what's in Africa, I think Nigerians are, and we talk about them a lot. There's Nigerians in MMA. At some point, all the belts were Kina Desanya and whatever. We have them in NBA. We have them in soccer.
We have them in
And music.
swimming.
We have them in swimming.
You know, swimming,
We
there's
have
a
them
guy
in-
who just broke he's holding the world record right now. There's a Nigerian swimmer. Yeah. So
So I think these are the things. They are real. Like, what stops us from having the same
Making it possible for
situation?
us.
As you said, golf, whatever. I think that's, So thank you so much for having this conversation with us. But before, obviously,
So we'll
we
get
close,
into the rapid fire
there's a
questions.
section we have called quick fire. So don't think about it too much. Don't do that thing
Whatever
of dipping
comes to
your toe.
mind.
Guys.
Don't wonder if it's sensitive or not.
Yeah.
Okay, sawa.
Cool. Shoot.
What marketing buzzword will you ban forever?
Circle back.
Isn't that like for everyone?
Low hanging fruits.
Low hanging fruit. Okay.
Okay.
Drip in the ocean. There are many.
Hey, you can write a book.
Yeah.
T-shirts.
What's the most Nairobian thing about you?
Me, I lie. Yani, sawa sawa. I tend to put in some of those words into
Anywhere and everywhere.
English, even when I'm presenting to like international colleagues and stuff like that. Then they said, "What is enyewe?" I'm like, "Oh, oops, did I do that?" You know, yeah.
One KPI you secretly love tracking.
Secretly. One KPI for me, my life,
For your life, your
My life.
job, anything.
like tracking. Ah, that is so vain. Now you know I'm trying to be.
Yeah, you're trying to be demure about it.
Correct. One KPI like tracking is how many times I get fast, how many fasts I get. Like when we launched Tuborg, I was the first one to launch Tuborg with a pull of cap. Yay. We're the ones who did the first concert that had 8,500 people during Tuborg Open with Major Laser and Kenya Nights.
All those,
We had
Pre-COVID, eh?
8,500 people. Guys had never seen. Carnival had never seen that one. We're the first people to do personalized football jerseys on the spot in bar activations. We were the first with Carlsberg. So first, Koroga were
The first.
the first beer sponsors. In where I am now, we were the first.
He
to
really
do-
tracks that KPI.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do. So for HMD, we were the first to launch pure Android device. We're the first to launch Gorilla. People don't know, but yeah, there's that. Where we also do upgrade of 2 years plus software, etc. There are many fasts,
Many
but me,
fasts.
the first of, even at on my side, personally, like many fasts of things. Yeah, I track that.
I can only hope that this conversation has added a fast.
First
It
Olympians.
has. Yay!
First, we are manifesting.
An app you'd delete from every phone if you could.
An app I would delete. Truecaller.
Why?
Where is the mystery?
Why should you know? Why should...
And also,
Ni madeni nasumwanga watu.
Shylock gani unahepa? Just answer the call. Hi, how are you? Okay. No, yes, the end.
Okay.
I think Truecaller. Oh, there's another one. App, eh? Me, I would delete this social media stuff. I would delete, although they're so entertaining. So I'm a bit,
Doom scrolling is nice.
yeah, I know. I'm a bit iffy.
Let's stick with
Okay.
Truecaller.
Okay.
A song that currently flips your mood from stressed to pumped.
A song. Aki, if I tell you,
We will not judge.
You can even sing it if you want.
Glorilla,
Which one?
which I'm from Memphis. What you know about me?
Okay.
No idea which song that is.
But
Maybe you
we-
sang it terribly. But I
What
will-
you know. It's called
Okay,
What You Know.
know.
With Glorilla and Sexy Red. I like that one.
Okay.
Because of my kid, by the way. But I love it because it's so pumped. Yeah.
Okay. Coffee, tea, or something stronger
Hey,
during
coffee
deadline
black,
week.
thanks. Eh?
During deadline weeks.
Coffee black and a shot of tequila is good
Okay.
together.
Mixed. Okay.
No, not mixed.
Kando
Shot
kando.
of tequila and then drink your
Moja ni
coffee.
chase.
So tequila, and then instead of the orange,
Napiga
No,
kahawa.
Yeah.
bigger cow. Okay, that's very new. Most overrated piece of career advice you've had?
Overrated. You read what you become. You must have your masters.
Yeah.
There's another one. It really irritates me. LinkedIn
No.
is overrated. People
Kwanza,
just
if you spend your day there,
just I took
I think
this
it's very
step.
fake.
Like now, I'm supposed to take photos and okay, I'll put you. Don't worry, I'll put you on LinkedIn. But I'm just like, you come and you're like, oh, today was a productive. No, guys, just do your work.
I think
also.
it's most people's podium.
It is. Even something that has nothing to do with work. You are there, because I walk I try and do 12 clicks every Saturday morning. It's just a
Decompression.
me. Yeah, it's a decompression, like just for me, meditative kind of thing. And I'm over there, I'm like, I'm taking and I'm like, oh my God. And I put that, it's called what that thing? The result, what is it called? From the app?
Oh, from Strava thing.
Yeah, the Strava thing. And then over there you've put and
Then you relate
And
it
then
to
you relate
business.
it to your
and then
work.
relate it to business,
Yeah.
powering and getting geared for the next week. What has that got to do with anything?
Just walk.
Just walk. Yeah. So yeah.
If you see like how people are very afraid like AI is taking over jobs and all that and careers are dying. So let's assume, not going to happen, let's assume marketing is taken away by AI. What field will you try next? Where will you go?
So first of all, it's not being taken away. It's just being finessed, I think. You can always find something.
So,
The human element will never die.
Yeah.
I think people also need to stop being scared and lazy. They just need to figure out what next or how else, But I would go to, I think, sports. I think I would do management. And I think it's something I want to do actually moving forward. I want to do talent management around individual sports, to be very specific. Because it's something I am also experiencing at the moment and I'm loving it. But then also, I think I would want to fiddle with cars. I would want to...
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would want to fiddle with cars and figure out how things work. Cars, not vehicles. Yeah.
Not what?
Not sijui computer, sijui fridge, just jali. It's
just cause.
the cars, yeah, and especially like speed cars. Yeah, I think I'm interested in that. I want to do the rally one day, like drive, hopefully.
Awesome.
All the best. So I think okay, I don't have kids yet, but when I get there, you already have a client.
He doesn't
Based
know
on
if he
what I've
does.
listened today, I think you can be a very good talent manager.
Yeah.
So nieke space.
Okay.
Yes. But thank you. I think for me, the key thing that I'm getting out of this is if you are intentional, you have time for everything.
Correct.
'Cause at first I was wondering, how do you manage your career? How do you manage ideally being a talent manager for your son? And then there's all these other different things that you have to do as a human being. But if you're actually intentional and plan your life, you can get the 48 hours that Beyonce has and
Exactly.
manage.
Look, and she's a parent. She's like she does, So even Rihanna, look,
All those things, yeah.
yeah, but also remember, plans are plans,
Yeah.
Sometimes also just go with the flow even if the plan is not working. That is a learning I'm trying to have. Because sometimes when the plan doesn't work, I feel like I'm disoriented. But I'm trying to learn that, okay, so this plan hasn't worked out. And yeah, God, sasa. So twende, yeah, let's just one step at a time like that. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
All right. I think this has been an amazing conversation.
It's been great.
Thank you so much, Maureen.
You're welcome. I hope I've not been...
No, I think it was amazing because I don't want to repeat the much that we've said, but we are sitting on a lot. And I think we don't have a manual and we are going to only learn from conversations like this. So, I hope this has been an amazing episode for you all. And I'm looking forward to seeing any of the comments. So if you're an uncle to someone, a brother to whoever it is, there is a child around you somewhere, and there's a role that you can play. And I think our responsibility as Kenyans developing for the next generation,
I think so,
is we have a role to play. Let there be the same way we read history books about, Majimaji rebellion.
correct.
Can there be something about us? And that's been the gist for this conversation. Thank you so much, Maureen. Again, we are at Work Style, and the details are here. And we look forward to seeing you in the next episode. So subscribe,
follow, share,
do everything,
comment,
and we'll put all of the things in the description below. So look forward to the next conversation. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.